Hey everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Jet Set Insider. My name is Robert Victor Anthony Murgatroyd, and this is my beautiful co-host and wife, Kimberly Murgatroyd. Kimberly, say hello to the audience.
Hello, audience.
For those of you who don't know who we are, what are you looking at me like that for?
You made slurping noises.
For those of you who don't know who we are just a regular couple that share an insane passion for a boutique, I don't know, travel. And we do it all on our website called jetsetlife.tv. Now we are taking this passion to the podcast world. In these podcasts, we will share fun stories, travel tips, embarrassing videos, and just kind of take you inside of our crazy life. I feel like I need to read that for the new people who are coming on. They're like, who are they? What are they about? Why am I here? So we do that because new people say, now who are you guys? So that's the reason why I do it. Before I jump into the Kim section over here,
Kim section?
The Kim section.
Is it like the Kim section of a clothing store?
Sort of. Men's, women's, and
Kim.
And Kim. Tell them where we just got back from. This is a little unusual for the jet setters, but go ahead. Tell them.
The cruise?
Yeah, we took a cruise.
So we took a cruise, and little known Rob Murgatroyd fact, he loves cruises.
Weird, right?
It's a weird thing that he absolutely loves. Like, he is a fancy bitch, and he loves cruises. Now,
don't judge me. I,
on the other hand, not that big of a fan. I don't so much enjoy the cattle on, cattle off version, although this cruise was not that bad. And I also get incredibly motion sick, which does not help when you're on the high seas. And for all of you people that say the boat is really, really big, you won't even feel it. Bullshit. I was sick for 3 days and almost yacked at dinner and had to get up and get knocked out by the nurse for 12 hours. To the point of which our daughter at 10:30 in the morning was going, can we wake up now, please? Because I really am bored.
It was a little bumpy.
A little bumpy?
This particular ship we took is the largest ship in the world.
There goes Mr. Fancy Pants.
And it has...
Do you want me to tell him about it? Because you'll get all the numbers wrong and I'll have to correct you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I'll do the numbers, you do the other stuff. Are you ready?
Yeah.
26 restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
I
would have said 27.
I know.
Ahead.
That's why we're having this conversation. 26 restaurants, about 5,000 people, and 2,000 crew.
I would have said that.
Okay. And so it has a boardwalk. It has neighborhoods. So it's kind of like where you grew up in Manhattan. Yeah. It's got boroughs.
Yeah, it's got Brooklyn, the Bronx, Queens. The
whole thing.
Right.
The whole thing.
There's like Chinatown. No, there's not. I'm not going to bore you with the cruise, but if you're looking to take a cruise, just go ahead and tell them.
A family thing. It's fun. There's a zip line. Really, honestly, the entertainment was really good. There was a great aqua show in the Aqua Theater, which was kind of neat. It's kind of like acrobatics meets the water. Oh. There are flow riders with the surfing on the back. It's fun. If you're a kid, or if you have kids. If you're 9. If you're 9 and you're watching this, shut it off.
Yeah.
If you have kids and you want a good family vacation and don't get seasick, this is the one for you. But don't worry, we're going to be taking one again next year.
It's a kid thing. We got a really cool show for you today, Kim. Tell them what we have in store for them.
All right. Well, we are jumping ahead a couple of months and we're heading into the summer. We are going to tell you where to go, what new gadgets to bring, and how to pack light, because that is my specialty. Isn't it?
It is, but I've actually tried to pack. Do we have the video of me?
Yes, we're going to show it too. It's going to be good. It's going to be good.
You'll see how I pack.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. So, anywho, in our first segment, we like to call Where Should I Go? We're going to uncover the top picks for your summer travel. Then in our Frickin' Cool Hotels segment, we're dishing on a hotel where the hottest international parties are just steps from your pillow. In our Things Rob Obsesses About, he's going to show you some really cool gadgets that can turn your iPhone into basically like a $5,000 camera / video camera.
Compliments of David Garland of The Rise to the Top, one of his guests who created a video called iPhone Hero.
Yeah. So there you go. And by the way, you can do that for what? Under $100, right? You can get all those gadgets.
You can't start talking about my segment. Like I
didn't.
I need to get into it.
I know.
Like I can't.
Just say yes or no.
Let's see. That one, yes. That one, yes. And
Perfect.
now, actually, I would say 107 is what it's.
Because you're a math genius. Okay, good. With the 27 restaurants on the boat. And in our Packing 101, we're going to share how and why we only carry on, even if we're gone 3 weeks. And no, we don't smell. So there you go.
No, we don't smell. That's the other thing that people ask us all the time. Like, do you wash your clothes? Well, we'll get into that. All right. So the first segment is where should I go? So here's the question we get. Like, hold on, wait. Let me check. Okay, I just got it. Here's the question. Where should I go? Like where should I go?
We'll get a long-winded email about what they want, where they're looking to go, what type of travel they want, and pretty much I would say the high times of the year are summer and New Year's. Would you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So today we're obviously talking about summer, and it's what should I do? Where can I go to chill? Where can I go for parties? I want something really luxurious. What can we do? So we have broken this down into 4 easy little segments, mini segments, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
We have our first mini segment called For Mr. and Ms. Fancy Pants.
You went with Ms.?
Just in case they're not married.
Which one is the Ms.? Is the Ms. Is it like the
Not
women's lib bitchy chick that's like just?
Oh my God! You just offended half of the people watching.
Well, but why is it always that obnoxious girl that you go, oh, Mrs. and she goes Ms. And it's always like the fat.
Honey,
I'm just saying.
Honey, shut up.
Just saying.
Honey,
Tell me if you're okay.
It's often someone that's either divorced or older. An older woman that's not married yet, and she doesn't want to go by Miss like Demi would because she's 14. My God, what does it have to do with her weight? You are awful.
I'm sorry.
Cállate la boca.
I'm sorry, Ms. To all the Mrs. out there in the world, I apologize.
Jesus.
Ms. What's the equivalent, by the way, for men?
Nothing. It's like taking your wedding ring off. You don't even have one. Are you married? Are you not? Doesn't matter. Mister. Well, master is for the youth.
That makes sense.
Master.
That makes sense.
Actually, it makes no sense because they're not the master of anything.
So for the Mr. and Mrs. Fancy Pants, which you know who you are. If you're
Got a little close to the camera there, didn't you?
If you're a Fancy Pants, you know who you are. So
those people are the ones that I want everything in gold, silver, platinum. I want to be wined and dined. Maybe you want to show off or watch people show off. I don't know. Depends what your genre is, but super luxurious, over the top luxurious.
All right, so
where would you send them?
The place I'd send them there would be Saint-Tropez, hands down. But let me say a couple of things about it. Yes, you can hang out in Saint-Tropez and be around, like, swear to God, sultans and royal family and oil money.
Stupid billionaire.
Like,
money.
Billionaire. Like, stupid. Okay? Unfortunately, you won't be able to eat. That's the problem. Okay? So, so if your money is not an object and you want to go and you want to be... By the way, if money isn't an object, you probably already know
and you're probably
about Saint-Tropez, and you're probably not even listening to this podcast, to be perfectly honest with you. But if you're the latter and you want to go to Saint-Tropez and you have some money and you thought about it, but you want to know how stupid expensive is it?
Well, let's give them some examples. So, number one, well, we'll get into that, but I want to first tell them, how do you get there?
Plane.
Good job. Nice. Congratulations. You typically are going to fly into Nice, which is what I would suggest, and take a rental car, drive a rental car, and you saw the funny car that we got a couple of weeks ago, so you could get that one if you really were so inclined, and drive. And it is not far, But it will be the longest drive in the world if you go in the summer because it's a 1-lane road basically each way. And there's traffic
that's right. I forgot
because
about that.
everybody is going. So it's
And don't go on a Friday.
Yeah, don't go on a weekend.
Because everybody from Paris drives there.
Yeah, it's incredibly crowded. But, you know, driving is definitely the best way to get there because once you are in Saint-Tropez, it is nice to go from the beach to the port to the surrounding towns and villages with your own transportation. So that's number one. Number two, where to stay. There's 2 places that there's really 3. But if you want to be in the port, you stay at
Maison Blanche.
What else? Where'd you stay?
The Byblos. How could I forget?
This is like trick questions.
You know what the problem is? I was so traumatized with the bill when I left that I've erased
You blocked it out?
I've erased it from my memory. Yeah, the Byblos. Byblos.
Yeah, so the Byblos is the standard number 1 fancy pants place to stay. If you want something a little more low key and quiet, during the day, the Maison Blanche is beautiful. And then if you're willing to go out of the town a little bit, there's a really cool property with a fantastic pool and a great rooftop champagne bar called The Cube. And they're really very cool. We've stayed at both the Byblos and The Cube, and they're both really wonderful.
Do, in our podcast, have we done the Byblos
the ice bar
yet?
No, I'll throw it into.
You may want to throw it in.
Yeah.
They've got the only ice bar in Saint-Tropez.
Yeah. So I mean, it's
cool.
It's kind of fun. So that's where you stay. That's how you get there. Now,
what would you say if you were going back? If somebody asked you and said, "Which one should I choose?" I've never been there.
I would do both, just like we did, because I want a couple of days in the port, and then I want a couple of days to lounge by a really cool pool and chill. That's why I gave both, because I like both.
So a couple days at the Byblos, a couple days at the Cube?
Yeah, and it'll help your bill out. Actually, Maison Blanche is where we go for pre-dinner drinks. They have a really cool deck area.
Great spot.
With music, and I mean, it's really kind of a neat spot. Because of that, I don't know that I would want to stay there. It's more because of that deck. Mm-hmm. So, anywho.
What's your day look like?
What's your day look like? You wake up late, and you put your clothing on, and you head down to the port, and there is Cafe Saint-Croix, right? Saint-Croix.
Very good memory, yeah.
You guys can correct me on that all you want because I just pulled that one out of my ass.
Yeah, that's good.
So something along that line, I can tell you it's all red, and it has red chairs, red banner, and it's right in the port. And there's not many down there. Great place for an inexpensive Parisian breakfast where you can watch the boats, the people coming off the boats, and it's all the yachts right there. It's really a fun place to people watch. Then you can shop. Or you can head over for lunch because if you woke up, it's probably kind of close to lunchtime, and park yourself at one of the 50 luxury beach clubs along the beaches in Saint-Tropez.
There's a lot of them. And by the way, shameless plug here, if you get our Saint-Tropez guide, we list them all in there. There's too many to list on the podcast, but there's a lot of really cool beach clubs.
And I mean, there's the obvious Nikki Beach, which you should do for a party. You should find out when they're having a big party. Like we happened to be there for Bastille Day. But other than that, there's Club 55. There's so many like you said, there's too many to list. But beach clubs during the day, way to go. Great lunch, go on the beach, enjoy your day. Then you go take what we call a disco nap. Because you need one.
Because you're not going to the disco without the nap.
You're not going to the disco.
Because they open at
midnight 1.
1.
Yeah. So you go take your disco nap. You get up late. You get ready. Put your shiniest, sparkliest white outfit on because that is, I swear to God, every day.
Men and women.
I swear to God, all the time. It's like everything glitters in Saint-Tropez.
Right, and you know what's good about it? If you get a flat, you could just go like on the side of the road and just like put the headlights on and just rotate.
You're like a human. What's that called?
Right, like a directional thing.
No, what's that thing? A flare. You're like a human flare.
Right, you could just.
Yeah. So you do that. And you hope you don't get the flat, though, honestly. And then you go to one of the million restaurants.
Right, but what is the... have you gotten to clubs yet?
No.
Or okay.
Are you
go ahead.
listening? Are you still here? Did you peace out for a second?
No,
Where the hell did you go?
You had me at
Have you
hello.
gotten to clubs yet?
No, I was with it. I was in state there. Go ahead.
Okay, so you head down probably to the port where there are some really fantastic restaurants. There is one right in the port that has sand for a floor. Can you
super
can you think of
expensive
it?
that place? No,
They're all super expensive unless you're eating a ham and cheese
no.
sandwich.
This one was like stupid expensive. This
Okay.
was like €300 for 2 people. Expensive.
That didn't eat that much.
Right.
Yeah. So everything is by the way, dinner in a nice restaurant in Saint-Tropez is a minimum of 300
And
euros.
like
I would
€300,
say.
by
It's
the
not
way,
getting you a lot.
is like $400 US,
And
right?
it's like an appetizer,
Right.
splitting an entree and 2 glasses of water.
Which is the reason why all those French people are so damn thin.
Then exactly. So then you move on to the nightclubs, and most of the good ones are going to be in the port. The Byblos has a fantastic club.
It's
right.
Yeah, it's what's it called?
The Cave.
The Cave.
Le Cave?
Le Cave.
Yeah.
It is amazing.
It really is
beautiful. Like
great party
gorgeous.
spot. It is a blast in Saint-Tropez. Here's my suggestion. Do you want my Kim's what are we gonna call this? Kim's tip. But instead of calling me cheap, what do we like to call me?
Incredibly savvy with your money. I'm giving you a drum roll.
Okay, good. All right. So here's my savvy money tip. Choose to either have an indulgent lunch or an indulgent dinner, because you will last 6 seconds with your money unless you're a billionaire.
Or sell your house.
Or sell your house.
Do that.
To do both. So typically we would either do something more casual for lunch and have a really great dinner, or vice versa. But once you add up everything, even for people that got a little bit of cash, I don't think it's that important. For me, it comes down to worth. Is it worth it to have, even if you have the money, to have this incredible lunch and incredible dinner 9 times? For me, I'd rather do something like a jambon. Right. So
pick one.
Anyway, so pick one. That's my savvy tip for those Saint-Tropez non-billionaires.
What about the party people? The people that want to put their hands up in the air like they just don't care. No, I'm talking about for the next one. I was giving you. We're
out of Saint-Tropez.
I was giving you a sequitur.
Did you want to show them the video first, maybe?
Oh yeah. Let's go to the video.
Bridget Bardot turned this tiny fishing village into the world's premier jet set destination. Welcome to Saint-Tropez.
Partying in Saint-Tropez is about 2 things: bringing a great attitude and some cash. Nightlife in Saint-Tropez is entirely different than any place we've ever been. It's all about bringing your $100 million yacht and partying on the port.
Vive la France. 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 Vive la France.
Beach clubs in Saint-Tropez are a dime a dozen, but there are only a few that are really in the know.
Well, as you can see, it's very Saint-Tropez over there. Lots of bling up in the air. But now let's change gears a little bit. Let's go... Is it south?
No.
Okay. Is it west?
It's a little south.
Okay. Let's go southwest to a little island that they call...
Ibiza.
Ibiza. Now, unfortunately, we cannot give you much information about Ibiza. And by the way, somebody write in and tell me, they say that they call it Ibiza because the King of Spain had a lisp and he made everybody speak that way.
Castellano.
So I don't know if that's actually the truth, but I know all the Brits say Ibiza with sticking the tongue out, and we say Ibiza because that's American.
In Gringo.
And Gringo. So write us in at heyjetset@gmail.com and tell us. Now, we can't give you a lot of information about. Are we going to go with Ibiza or Ibiza?
Ibiza.
Okay.
We got to do it the right way.
All right. We can't give you a lot of info about Ibiza, but we can
feel
tell
silly,
you.
right?
I can't really do
It's
it.
hard.
It's
It's hard.
it's
It's like Capri. That's
it's
the
like
other
Capri,
one. Yeah.
or it's like saying, like when you see the news reporter going, today there was a lot happening in Nicaragua, and you go like, what? Did he just do that?
Or when I'm watching Giada cook something and she's like, so what you're going to do is you're going to take the boiling pot of water and add the spaghetti to it.
With a little bit, if you really want to get fancy, do a little tortelloni, and you go like, okay, all right, I get it, you're Italian. So
anywho.
Ibiza, so how are we going to talk about Ibiza if
Well,
we've never been?
Well, we are going to, number one, show them a really fun picture slideshow. But from what we've heard, and we are going this summer to Ibiza, so we will have plenty of video. It is the number one destination for party people. Every DJ that is amazing in the world makes it their summer home for the most part and travels to and from there. Like David Guetta,
Guetta.
Gada.
We're going with
Gada.
Guetta.
Pick one.
Ah!
And a live version of the
felt-
sneeze
That
around the
felt
world.
so good.
And a live version of the sneeze that was heard around the world.
Yeah.
So David Guetta, has a residency there. Carl Cox, all the massive major party DJs.
What's the name of David Guetta's residency?
Bleep Me I'm Famous. And the bleep begins with an F. So anywho, they all descend on this tiny little island off the coast of Spain in the Balearic Islands, is what I'm going to call them.
We are in the process of booking a bunch of things like Swedish House Mafia, if you're into electronic music. Boy George is doing a foam party, which I think is going to be insane.
If you are party people, this is the place to be, absolutely. And the Ushuaia is the number one hotel to stay at, and we're going to talk about that a little bit later. But for now, let's just show them our Ibiza montage, shall we?
Here we go. You can see it doesn't exactly look quiet.
It is a party place.
But what about the people that you know? I don't wanna party. I'm not.
Did those exist?
I'm not like a millionaire. Like I can't do your Saint-Tropez thing. I can't be up all night with electronic music. I just want to chill. Like where do I go? I just want to chill.
Well, the millionaire part just threw me for the destination that I have listed. But
Okay, I have money.
there you go.
I have money. I want to chill. I don't want to be around the crazy.
All right, because it's not like I'm not sending them to Cancun in hurricane season.
This isn't the backpacking show?
No, this is not the backpacking show. So for those that just want to chill, our number one recommendation is going to be Capri.
You got to go with it.
The one in Rome. Funny. So, anywho, Capri is a stunning magical island off the Amalfi Coast where he and I actually set our vows.
And
How many years ago?
Oh, don't do
On
that.
the spot.
I hate
How
on
many
the spot. 6.
Perfect. Nice job. So, it's a little tiny island off the coast. And what I love about this island is that you can actually travel to the Amalfi Coast for the afternoon and visit Sorrento and Positano and Amalfi and Ravello and all the beautiful little villages along the coast that have the most picturesque, stunning landscapes that you'll not see anywhere else in the world. But on the island itself, let's see, how do you get there? Most people fly into Rome, and then you can either fly to Naples, or if you can fly direct to Naples, that's great. Or if you fly into Rome, you can take the train, which is what we like to do because we enjoy it. And the food car on the train actually has really good food.
Amazing.
It sounds crazy, but it does. So you can take the train directly into Naples, and then a taxi over to the port, and a hydrofoil. It's plane, trains, and automobiles, absolutely. A hydrofoil to the island itself. It takes about 45 minutes on a hydrofoil to get there. And then, depending on the hotel you're staying at, they will pick you up at the port and transport you in what looks like a giant golf cart to your hotel. Doesn't it? Don't all the taxis look like a giant?
They all look like that. But cutting to the chase, where is the only place, in my opinion,
that you would stay there?
That I will ever stay.
That's easy. Are you ready?
Tell them.
JK Place, Capri. So let me give you a little tour of the island. There are two sides of the island. There's Capri and then Anacapri, right? So Anacapri is more sleepy. It's high up on the hill, and it's beautiful, stunning, and there are some great hotels up there as well. I mean, I can't lie. There are wonderful hotels all over the island.
What's the one that we sent Whitey to? He loved it. Loved it.
We didn't send him there.
We didn't send. He found it. The Caesar Augustus.
The Caesar Augustus. But we've also stayed at what was the one we had our honeymoon at? Because the JK wasn't built yet.
Oh. It's Capri Palace.
The Capri Palace. Those are in Anacapri. Nice job.
Thank you.
Anacapri. So if you're looking for something sleepy, you could go to Anacapri. But the island, honestly, is so tiny you can do both sides very easily. We would suggest, if you are so inclined and able, to rent a scooter. Now, tell them about renting a scooter in 1 minute or less.
Why does it have to be 1 minute or less?
Because you're so talky.
Okay. So if you want to rent a scooter, you walk into the guy who is the scooter guru on the islands has 2 or 3 shops. And you walk...
What's his name? Do you know?
Is this coming out of my minute time?
Yeah.
No.
Go ahead. Okay.
No. But he comes in and he looks at you.
What's his son's name?
Lilo.
I knew you would remember.
He looks at him. He looks at you when you come in, and he goes, "What country are you from?" And you go, "America." He goes, "Okay, sit down, watch this video." And you sit down, you watch a video, and you don't even realize he's there, and he's behind you. And as you're watching the video, he goes, "That's my son Lilo." Yeah. That's my son, Lilo. And through the whole video, as they're showing you, he'll pause it and go, Lilo, is it my son, Lilo?
But you tell me, does this man have the biggest heart?
And
he's
wonderful.
Amazing.
He's wonderful. And then if you're from a country like, we'll just say Germany, he'll go, no, I don't have any scooters. And
not that he would say that.
And yeah, there's nothing wrong with Germany. And there's like 30 scooters there. And so I asked the guy at the Capri, at the JK Place, I go, what's the deal with him? He said he's doing this so long that he knows, and he's right, which countries crash and which ones don't, because they're either good scooter drivers or not. And he's got like a whole subconscious, like, Netherlands, never. You know what I mean?
Not
like,
that there's anything wrong with the Netherlands, and he's making it up.
I'm making it up. He just picks countries. So, did I do it in a minute?
Yeah, good job. So we would suggest, if he allows you, to rent a scooter, and if not, it's worth to go watch the video anyway.
It's worth it to see.
It's worth it.
It's like face control at a club.
Yeah.
No scooter for you.
Yeah, it's the scooter Nazi is really what it is.
Right.
It's hysterical.
Yeah.
And that, by the way, is taken from the soup Nazi. So
yeah, don't write in.
I'm not. There's no swastikas
we have
here.
nothing.
No, nothing against.
Please
anybody.
don't write in.
So you get a scooter, and then you can tour the island and get in all the little nooks and crannies. But the reason I like to stay in the Capri side and not the Anacapri is because that's where the main little town is. And this little pedestrian only, for the most part, town is completely walkable, lined with boutiques, shops. You can get sandals made, custom made sandals that are stunning. There's little boutiques. I mean, of course, there's high-end stuff like Pucci, Smoochie, and Gucci, but, whatever. With that, you can get that anywhere, but go for something unique.
It's kind of a sleepy little town. I mean, basically, you're way at the top, so you can look down at the beautiful ocean. But I think you covered it.
But it's glamorous too. And
I tell you what. Let's show them the video.
Okay.
This is the home of the Blue Grotto and the playground of the International Jet Set. Welcome to Capri.
Now, what if you want all of it? I want party. I want nightlife. I want to chill. I want bling bling. I want the whole thing, and I want it to be in the summer. There is only one place to go. Where is it, honey?
The Greek islands. Now,
Only place in the world.
specifically, and I know I'm going to screw this up for my Greek friends, but I'm going to do the best job I can. The Kyklades. So,
Cyclades.
is how my husband likes to say it. So that for me means Mykonos, Santorini, and Paros. The Greek islands, in that general area, you can get back and forth between those islands by ferry or plane within a couple of hours, at the very most, depending on the speed of the ferry or whatever. But Mykonos, we've talked about a lot, actually does offer all three. You can party, you can chill, and it's definitely luxurious. Santorini, more chill and luxury. I'm sure there's some party, but we were there and it's not really that exciting. It's more romantic. It's definitely a honeymoon spot and kind of sleepy. People go to bed at 9. And then Paros is more chill, less luxury, but really, really a wonderful island that I love.
If I had to nail it down for you and you wanted to hit the Greek islands, I would say the bulk of your trip should be on Mykonos. Mm-hmm. And you should do, because it's amazingly beautiful to see, you should see Santorini. I would do 1 or 2 days.
I would do 2 days in Santorini.
And I would do 2 in Paros, too.
I would do 2 or 3 in Paros.
So I would do the entire season in Mykonos, and I would do 1 or 2 in Santorini, 1 or 2 in Paros. But most people all want to go to Santorini because it's beautiful. I think there's a sign there that says like there's more weddings or more proposals.
No, it's the number 1 proposal place in the world.
It's a very big proposal.
It's romantic.
It's a very big honeymoon spot.
Yes.
But if you eliminate the absolute incredible beauty, there's not a whole lot to do.
There's fantastic restaurants.
Yeah.
Stunning hotels. Absolutely. If you're going to go, well, let's give them the tour first. How to get there. You fly into Athens, and then you can ferry, or our choice is to fly to either Mykonos, Santorini, or Paros, wherever you're starting your trip. And the ferry just takes too damn long, and I get seasick, as we've discussed.
It's a little bit of a puke ferry, too.
It's a puke ferry. So for me, hands down, I'm flying.
Listen, let me just tell you, if you're going to spend the money to go to the Greek islands, fly.
Yeah, and by the way, by the time you pay for the taxi from the airport and then the ferry and wait for the ferry and the time and then the taxi back, it's the same price as flying.
Don't do the ferry.
So, anywho, fly to any of the islands and go to your hotel, and that's how you get there. And they'll pick you up. Most hotels will pick you up.
Yeah.
So first off, Mykonos, where to stay. There are 3 places that I would tell them to stay. If you want fancy pants, rich, luxury, all of that, no better place than the Belvedere. It is. You
can't go wrong.
There's a million hotels and everybody has their favorite in Mykonos. But for me, it's the Belvedere for location, for appeal, for everything. They have Matsushia as a restaurant, which is the sister restaurant to Nobu. And they have it's just fantastic. It's absolutely beautiful. The next more chill, quieter hotel, it's the Mykonos Theoxenia, if you want a more chill, very luxurious experience. And if you want a hip, cool party spot, it's the Andronicus, absolutely. So that's where you stay. Now, what do? You wake up, you jump on, again, your scooter.
What don't you do?
Yeah. If you want to chill, you go to one of the 9,000 beaches all around the island by scooter. Absolutely get a scooter there. Or an ATV. They have those
But
too.
don't leave the keys in it.
Yeah, don't leave the keys up. Or you can get an ATV and you can do that too. So you scooter to each of the little beaches. You chill and have lunch at any of the open air cafes around the island. Fresh seafood grilled, or meats and fresh salads. It's
the
fantastic.
biggest problem I have with Mykonos is trying to figure out how to relax, because there's so many things to do. Mm-hmm. Like all the relaxing is there. I'm not trying to say like you can't relax, because you can.
It's just where to relax.
You just don't want to relax,
or
because there's so much happening.
Or there's so many places to relax.
I mean, it's incredible that it's such a small island. and there's all this stuff in it. So
Yeah.
it really does have everything.
But definitely during the day, when all the cruise ships come in and they dock for the day, all the cruise people get off and flood the tiny little town. So you want to get out of that town during the day. Head out to the other parts of the island, and it's calm, it's quiet. Then you come back, you have, again, the disco nap, and you can either have a quiet dinner in the port, which there are a million restaurants.
You know what my challenge is? Here's my challenge, and you can help me with this. When it comes to the disco nap, one of the things I love to do is watch the sunset. I love it because it's
Oh, yeah, I forgot about the sunset.
It's magical. I mean, beautiful sunsets, right? So pretty much, I don't know, what time would you say in the summer it sets? Around 8 or 9?
Yeah.
All right, so you go out, you've had the day bouncing around in the pool, the ocean, wherever you are, and you don't want to take the disco nap because you don't want to take a disco nap and wake up for a sunset. So you stay up and then you go watch the sunset. Well, then the sun sets and it's probably 10 now. So is that the time to go back to the hotel and sleep?
Yeah, you take a nap and then you wake up around midnight and you go have dinner because that's what most of the people are doing anyway.
Yeah, so that's pretty much what you have to do.
Yeah, and then if you want to party, you can party, and there's all of those places. So that pretty much wraps up Mykonos. Now in Santorini, it's quiet. I would say Katakias is my favorite hotel.
Katakias.
Katkies, right?
Yep.
And it's got the most covers on magazines of their pool. So it'll be in the video, and you can watch, or you've probably seen that. And then Paros is Heaven Hotel, and that's a little tiny B&B, not a fancy pants in any way. This is an island. This is a family, casual, rustic island, but the Heaven Hotel is wonderful.
Yeah, you're not going there for fancy pants, and there's not a lot of partying. You do a day. No. There's really cool beaches. That's where we met Adonis.
Yes. So here we go.
Κομμένα πια τα δανεικά. Αν θες να ζήσεις, ζήσε με αληθινά. Να με αγαπήσεις, τι έχεις πια. Μόνο η καρδιά μετράει πραγματικά. Μόνο η καρδιά.
Ρίχνεις τα μάτια σου στη γη, λες και έχεις πάρει διαταγή.
Okay, so it's obvious that we went super long over here. We're going to split this show into 2 shows so that you could absorb it a little bit better because it went way longer than we thought.
You don't want to spend your entire weekend watching this show.
No. So for right now, we're going to say we want to beat Rick Steves. We want some help. So if you can go to iTunes, give us a 5-star rating. Just say, hey, we love the show. Just give us a little love back. We're giving it to you, baby. Don't be one of those people that just take. Give it back. Give it back. Go to iTunes. Type in Jet Set Insider. Boom. Hit the button. I love them. They're amazing. 5 stars. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's all the best. I've had a lot of coffee. Have a great day. Guys.
Bye.
Bye.